Hola a todos, bienvenidos a otra edición de The Starlite Show. Soy Maria Mercedes Galuppo y estamos aquí desde la ciudad de Nueva York en MN Studios. Muy contentos de estar aquí el día de hoy. Tenemos invitados fabulosos el día de hoy. Vamos a hablar un poquito de The Starlight Show. Tenemos artistas, actores, cantantes, poetas, escritores, artistas de corazón que quieren venir al programa y quieren echarnos un cuento sobre cómo les fue, cómo les va, cuáles son sus proyectos a futuro. Y nosotros estamos aquí para abrir las puertas y conocerlos y entonces empezar a crearle un mundo maravilloso aquí en Nueva York. El día de hoy tenemos a dos invitados que ya han estado con nosotros, Rafael Svarin y Kris de la Rosa. Y tenemos a una actriz de Nueva York también, Kim Vogels, que va a estar con nosotros un poquito más tarde. Pero ahora vamos a empezar nuestra entrevista con Kris. Kris, gracias por estar con nosotros de nuevo. Nos encanta este programa, tenerte aquí, obviamente. Bienvenido eres siempre.
Muchísimas gracias otra vez por esta gran oportunidad que me da. No, de verdad, es un placer estar contigo. Gracias de verdad por esta oportunidad.
Bueno, el placer es de nosotros tenerte aquí, Kris. Nos encanta tu carrera, te apoyamos, te seguimos y queremos saber más de ti. Entonces, yo quería arrancar el día de hoy preguntándote un poco sobre cómo se siente saber que inspiras a personas, Kris. Porque me has contado ya que te ha pasado, que gente ha escuchado tu música y se sienten identificados y les das ánimo y ¿qué se siente? Es un poder muy, muy, muy impresionante.
Pues la verdad, créeme que yo también me siento muy feliz, ¿no? Cuando a veces la gente se acerca, incluso a una canción que yo hice, ¿cómo pudiera yo saber, no? Esta canción te habla que de repente tú terminas con tu pareja y como que no quieres creer en nadie, ¿no? Pero de repente como que te flechas, ¿no? Otra vez con esa persona y como que dices, ¿cómo yo pudiera saber? Quisiera ser un cirujano para abrir tu corazón, para ver si de verdad tú me quieres y tú me amas, ¿no? Entonces, pues, ahí nace esa inspiración porque pues yo había terminado con esta persona y después es algo que pasó en la vida real y de repente a muchas personas les llega eso, ¿no?
Me encanta, Kris. Y estás filmando ahorita, próximamente Kris está filmando su nuevo video. La canción es
Oye Baby.
Oye Baby. Esa canción la estuvimos bailando aquí.
Sí.
En nuestro primer programa. Cuéntame, ¿cuáles son los planes del video y cómo haces, Kris, también para diseñar? ¿Cuál es la visión que tienes para este video?
Este video es algo muy bailable, como te digo, es algo para bailar en un nightclub que me encanta muchísimo, ¿no? Esta canción, pues la vamos a hacer ya tenemos el lugar, es un hotel. Es un hotel muy bonito que me dieron la oportunidad de grabarlo y pues estamos consiguiendo todavía, me faltan las personas porque el fotógrafo que iba a ser el filmador desafortunadamente está muy ocupado y pues y eso es lo que nos ha detenido un poquito, pero primero Dios creo que el 26 de este mes vamos a empezar con esa filmación y no sé, va a ser algo extravagante, algo bonito, ¿no? Algo que llame la atención.
O sea, cuando tú entras entonces al set y estás listo para grabar, ¿tienes alguna idea de más o menos cómo se va a ver o te gusta jugar mucho con la cámara y luego en la edición decides cuál es? ¿Me entiendes qué quiero decir?
Sí, claro, no, bueno, pues una de las cosas yo creo que lo más importante pues se va a hacer como algo real, algo que hable de la canción. Esta canción se llama Oye Baby, ¿no? Y que te excita a las mujeres, que les gusta bailar y que les gusta estar, no sé, bailando, gozando en las discotecas, ¿no? Y bueno, pues vamos a hacer algo muy parecido así, que llegar a un bar y de repente pues esta chica llega, toma su vino o un vaso de vino o un trago, una Cosmo, ¿no? Cosmopolitan y bueno, y de repente pues ahí se prende, ¿no? Y de repente empiezan a bailar y bueno, es algo que esa idea tengo, ¿no?
¿Y quieres bailar en tu video, Kris? ¿Te consideras un bailarín?
Creo que no, soy muy malo para bailar.
¿Por qué? Pero si tienes el ritmo en la sangre, ¿no?
Sí, claro, bueno, pero pues siempre trato de hacerlo, pero no, creo que tengo dos pies izquierdos, ¿no? Ahí sí he fallado.
Bueno, no puedes tenerlo todo, ¿no?
Sí, en la vida sí es, ¿no? En algo tienes que fallar y creo que para bailar no soy muy buen bailarín.
No, pero eso se aprende, Kris.
Sí,
te lo prometo, eso se aprende y te puedo asegurar que si el día del video tienes a pura mujer hermosa alrededor tuyo bailando, de algún lado lo vas a sacar.
Sí, ¿verdad? Como que se te pega esa energía, ¿no?
Te tiene
no,
que
pues,
pegar. Pero y con tu canción, claro que se pega, ¿cómo no?
¿Así la escuchaste, te acuerdas?
Claro.
Sí, qué bueno, pues muchas gracias de verdad por esa oportunidad de escuchar y que te haya gustado, aunque sea un
Claro.
poquito, y bailaste. Y pues así me gustaría ver, ¿no? La gente que baile, que disfrute, porque no, el disco que la idea mía es, por ejemplo, tener un poco de todo, ¿no? No solamente romántico, no solamente algo alegre, sino que un poquito de todo, ¿no? Porque esa es mi idea.
Dame una idea más o menos de qué tipo de música te gusta oír cuando tú estás solo, ¿sabes? Cuando tienes tus audífonos, ¿qué tipo de música te gusta oír?
Sí, claro, la música mía es rock pop en español.
Sí,
Me
¿cómo que?
encanta.
Dame un artista.
Mi artista favorito yo creo que es Maná, de ahí
Ay,
sigue,
me encanta, Maná.
de ahí
Me
sigue
encanta.
Juanes,
Juanes.
Ricardo Arjona es uno de mis artistas de verdad
Sí,
favorito.
excelente la letra, ¿no?
Sí,
Ricardo
claro.
Arjona.
Sí, yo creo que Ricardo Arjona es uno de los cuales yo me inspira muchísimo. Y Maná y como La Ley, wow,
La Ley.
Me encanta La Ley.
Me
So,
encanta.
ese es el tipo de música que yo canto y que yo toco más o menos.
Súper chévere. Bueno, ojalá que algún día también puedas tener colaboración de ellos en tus proyectos, ¿no?
Pues ojalá no se
es
dé
la
alguna,
meta.
no, sí, ojalá y se dé esa oportunidad porque no es fácil.
Hablando de meta, háblame un poquito, ¿cuál es tu meta? ¿Dónde quieres llegar? ¿Cómo te ves de aquí a 5 años?
A 5 años yo me miro, bueno, pues la verdad tengo muchas ganas de participar en muchos eventos y uno de mis sueños siempre ha sido, creo, estar en los Grammys latinos, ¿no? Creo que eso es, y bueno, siempre se vale soñar, ¿no? Yo siempre soñé que una persona me iba a hacer una entrevista algún día y siempre iba en el tren y digo, algún día me van a hacer una entrevista y mira, y se me ha dado en la radio, se me ha dado contigo y pues eso es lo que me hace muy feliz, seguir adelante porque es seguir soñando, porque si dejas de soñar creo que pues ahí termina todo, ¿no? Entonces pues siempre pensar en algo que tú quieras hacer y pues a veces yo miro la televisión o en los programas y digo, algún día quiero estar ahí. Y se me ha dado la
Y
oportunidad.
vas a estar así, mira, el que persevera vence.
Muchísimas gracias, de verdad.
Bueno,
Ojalá.
Kris, nos encanta que hayas venido hoy y estaremos al tanto contigo. Ojalá que la próxima vez que vuelvas podamos poner ese video.
Sí, claro que sí, de verdad, lo vamos a poner y bueno, pues ojalá y me den la oportunidad otra vez y encantado por volverte a ver, ¿no?
Igualmente, Kris, gracias por venir y todo el éxito para ti.
Muchísimas gracias. Chao.
Bueno, y ahora pasamos a el inglés. Porque tenemos a una actriz muy buena, muy talentosa. Kim Vogels is here with us, and we are very excited to have her for the first time in the show. Kim, hi, welcome to the Starlite Show.
Hola, thank you for having me.
Kim is a New York-based actor, and she is today here to talk a little bit about herself and the points in her career where she's been enjoying and not enjoying it so much. So talking about how hard it is to be an actor in New York.
Yes, it is, definitely. I mean, I guess I moved here like about 4 years ago, and I studied for 2 years at Strasbourg and Theater Film Institute here. Excellent education, just really great opening up into acting, and great teachers, great students, just a great environment.
And how did you get into acting?
Well, actually, music and acting have been kind of synonymous for me, and I got into music first. I played the cello since I was about 5.
Wow.
And my mom's a professional musician. She's been very much into the arts, and then I just kind of grew into loving performing and loving expression and creativity, that like those things just melded into one for me. And I actually studied for about 3 years in London as well at Rose Bruford College for European theater arts, which is like experimental theater, crazy stuff, running around, doing weird stuff, interactive theater, things that are really pushing the boundaries
out of the box
in theater. Yeah, for sure. And then I came to New York hoping to do theater and film and just progress my career that way. And I think
it's been working out.
It's been okay, Like this past year, I've gotten some good work, some good theater. I was in a production at the Flea Theater here in New York.
What was the name of the project?
Under the Greenwood Tree. It was an original work of As You Like It from Shakespeare, with original music and by Tyler Phillips, an incredible composer. And he's in a band called the Winchester Local that I'm in as well, that we're producing an album right now.
With the cello?
With the cello, yeah. And through there, I really got to explore and really enjoy the fact that theater and music can be so great together. And I just got to explore my singing as well, something that really only this year I've gotten into.
Yeah, because Kim also sings. She acts, she plays the guitar, the cello, may I say the piano also?
I did buy a keyboard. And,
That doesn't make you.
No, it doesn't, but hopefully one day. I sat at it today, so hopefully
But
soon.
do you learn by yourself?
Yes, I do. And actually, just being around other people that are so much better than you makes you just really
Step up, right?
really step up your game. Like recently I was cast in the workshop of a new musical called Folk City.
Folk City.
Yes.
What is it about?
And it's about Greenwich Village in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The music scene there that was really, exploring folk music, like, Bob Dylan, all those people that really
Changed the history of music.
Yeah, and kind of brought an older sense of America back into a newer folk music. And it was just it was following 6 characters in this bar called Folk City that actually was real. Yeah. And through their lives and their experiences with music. And actually through that project I started to write my own music. So that's why I've got the guitar here with me.
So I'm guessing you want to play something for us?
I would love to play something for you.
So let's hear something.
Okay,
I think
so,
it's original.
Yes, it's original. I wrote it about a month ago, about 3 a.m. Because there was a daisy in my room. So I was like, I'll write a song about a daisy. So this is called A Girl Named Daisy. Daisy's running, Daisy's free, Daisy's running, she's running with me. Daisy's loving, Daisy's believing, Daisy's loving, wild like a bee. A flower in her hair, a locket round her neck, satin round her waist. She's a girl, no need to impress. Daisy's dying, Daisy and her bee. Daisy's dying, oh woe is me. Daisy's gone now, Daisy's at sea. Daisy's gone now, and I'm lonesome as can be. A flower in her hair, a locket round her neck, satin round her waist. She's a girl, no need to impress. She's a girl, no need to impress. She's a girl, no need to impress.
That's so cute. That's great.
It's my version of a folk song nowadays.
That's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
I wonder if you had other roses or
other flowers that
kind
would
of flowers
inspire
in your
my.
room. Maybe somebody will send you some.
Hopefully.
So Kim, I want you also to tell us a little bit about how is it to be an actor in New York? How do you sell all this? How do you sell this package? This beautiful woman, great talent. She plays her own music. She can play the guitar, the cello. What do you do?
It's hard because there are so many people who do that, who do it all, who do even more than I do. And you have to find peace with that, and you have to find yourself, and you have to be okay with the path that you're on and push it in a way. And somehow you end up navigating it by chance. I got this one project, under the Greenwood tree, and then that made me more secure in my music, and I wouldn't have been able to do Folk City without doing Under the Greenwood Tree, and I met people through there who got me that job,
So it's all about growth, right?
Growth and being open.
Yeah.
Being completely open to new experiences. If someone would have told me a year ago I'd have been sitting here playing a guitar for you, I'd have been like, no, that's not possible. But, it definitely has its ups and downs as well. I mean, this project that I did recently was so intense, and then, I now have like 3 weeks off.
What do you mean by intense? When you say a project is intense, it's a lot of rehearsal, it's a lot of lines.
It's a lot of lines, it's a lot of rehearsal, a lot of music, and it's also a workshop phase of a musical. So it's things are changing. The next day, the script is different.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, I think I've learned about 4 songs that are not in the show. And also, a lot of storylines get changed. All of a sudden your character's doing something different, It also keeps it kind of exciting. And then, rehearsals are from 9 to 6, and then you go home and you practice on your own stuff because you have to learn new things tomorrow.
And then you realize the next day you didn't have to.
Yeah, exactly. It's all part of growth.
That's a mentality you need to keep so that you keep moving forward.
And also, in New York, nowadays also, New York has the option of filming a lot more. There's a lot more film going on, and people have always thought that LA is the place to go for film, but New York has got some really gritty stuff going on, and I think it's nice to be able to go in between theater and film, or I mean, hopefully, but
I'm pretty sure you will.
I'm hoping. I did an independent feature last summer, so hopefully again that's going to come up.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much for having me here.
No, thank you for coming. We hope to have you again.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah, we'll keep us posted.
Of course I will.
Okay, thank you for coming. Okay, now we are with another actor, Rafael Svarin. He's back with us after 2 weeks of disappearing. He had a very nice project called Talking to Schubert. And here it is. Rafael, welcome to our show again.
Hello. Thank you for having me back.
You look great. I was telling them, tell us a little bit about the project you came here to talk about a few weeks ago. I know it's done now. Tell us a little bit about how it came up to be.
Well, the one I was talking about, which, as you said, happened on March 11th, was called Talking to Schubert, which was a beneficial concert drama, as we called it, which was a mix between a play and the classical concert, bringing them on stage at Fourth Universalist Church, and it was fantastic. It was great.
I saw it actually. It was really good.
Thank you.
It was really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it was for V-Day 2014, which is an international kind of like event
of awareness.
It's an organization that fundraises money to fight crime and violence against women and girls across the globe. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different projects going on, not just we had Talking to Schubert. We kicked it off.
Was part of the
V-Day 2014. Of the international. A lot of events happening everywhere. Also at that church, there were other concerts. There was, again, as I think they do every year, Vagina Monologues to perform that, which the writer initiated that whole V-Day. And we kicked it off for the Universalist Church.
And Rafael was playing Franz Schubert.
Yes, I was Franz Schubert, the classical composer.
How hard is it to take on a project where you have to portray a character that people know and then,
Well, I was lucky in the sense that nobody had any records of Franz Schubert in the early 1800s. I think it's much harder to be an actor of a person that's either still alive or was alive during the video era where we have videos and
so
you can compare it directly. I had more freedom because nobody really knows. I mean, there's a couple of pictures of Schubert. There's obviously we have his letters, but he didn't write too much. There's not much writing about him. He wasn't very famous. during his life.
Yeah.
So it was easy for me to just read the letters and create this persona through the music also that we have.
Which is very nice. You get to get inspired by his work.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, the barriers that you have through it being a real person made it easier for me in the sense that it's liberating, ironically, because you can, there's a lot of research that's already done for you. You know, if you're an actor and you play a fictional character like I did in the movie Creature that we talked about last time I was here, that is still on Indiegogo, by the way. So if you go to indiegogo.com, type in Creature, and you can become a producer, help support that movie. There I played a fictional character, and that was almost harder because I had to fill in all the gaps, that there was no real dialogue in the script, so I had to create that whole persona, the whole character around basically nothing. And it's a character that also in the movie he lives off his fantasy, and you know, so he has to live off his imagination, which I as an actor had to do too.
Which I bet once you're, I mean, come on, you're in set and you are ready to get on, like to roll. You have everything around you. You just let go and be, right?
Yeah, if you do your preparation well, and if you know what's happening, you know what's going to happen in that scene or in that sequence, you know what your character is going through. If you prepare well, ideally you just let go. You don't think. You know, it's not. There's the classic, like, you know, problem of the actor's problem of overthinking something and being in instead of just existing in front of the camera and just follow, you know, your impulses, which was in this project specifically because very often the director would just let me out into the field and say, do whatever you want, we'll follow you, run wherever the camera is gonna, you know,
just follow
behind you.
That's crazy.
It's the most liberating but the most intimidating direction you can get, because
let's remind our audience that Creature is a film that Rafael shot a year ago, right?
Yes.
And it's about this man. He's like the last survivor of after, what was it?
It's the apocalypse. Everyone's dead, and I brought you a clip also to see a snippet of the movie.
So we can watch the clip now, and then yeah. Okay, let's watch the clip, and then we'll come back with Rafael.
Let's see if that works.
That looks amazing, Rafael. It's great job.
Thank you.
Great job. You look so different.
Well, the beard's still there, a little longer, a little more dirt in my face. Yeah, no, it was so much fun to do that.
So what's what does the character go through? Because you're telling me he's the only man alive. He uses his imagination to get through day by day. And what did we see just now? We saw him not.
This is he's his girlfriend that you saw in the flashbacks. His you know, remembering his girlfriend that died during the apocalypse, and he buried her. He has a symbolic grave next to his little shack that he lives in, and he, you know, he's alone, and all he's looking for is some kind of interaction, some kind of human interaction, and that's what, you know. I walk around, I find a little toy on the floor, and I play with it, and it becomes a character. Yeah. I have a basketball, almost like Wilson in Castaway with Tom Hanks, the volleyball. So you know, and then there's moments. Exactly. There's a need for that human interaction. So sometimes, you know, he sits there and remembering his girlfriend that he misses, that is no longer with him, and his, you know, so there's the love interest. He goes through all that, and at some point I run out of food and I run out of supplies. I have a generator, it runs out of gasoline, and then I'm kind of like stranded in the shack with nothing, and you know,
and memories.
We'll take it from there, and there's the memories, and that's all I have.
Well, and that project is now in Indiegogo, right? Like you said before.
It's still on Indiegogo,
We're
yes.
still looking for people to help us. So go to Indiegogo and look up for Creature. Rafael, what other things are you now working on? What's your future plan being here in New York? With
the future plans, one thing is that we have the Creature. Once it's finished up, we're gonna hopefully go to festivals with it. It's a short film, but it has a lot of quality. And then
okay, so now we're gonna show another part of Creature. So here goes.
Another trailer.
Creature, huh? It's like, it looks amazing.
Thank you.
It looks
Yeah, we
great.
had the cameraman. He was fantastic. It was a great job. I was so surprised. It came out as a student film. It looks so professional.
No, it looks amazing. And I bet it's gonna go very far. The story is fantastic. And the acting looks marvelous. And you look the part. You really look devastated and alone and like the last man on earth.
Thank you.
Now, tell us, we were talking about future projects. Tell us a little bit. I know you've done directing, you've produced.
So yeah, that's very true. We have a new project that is in the pipeline. This is another short film that I'm going to write or co-write with a good friend of mine, and that's a little short film, kind of about a little bit about the industry. Actually, it's a film that follows several characters shooting a movie. It's kind of like La Ronde by Arthur Schnitzer, the play.
Rafael, thank you so much for being here with us
Thank you very
again.
much.
We wish you the best of luck. We hope to have you again. And please remember, go to Indiegogo, Creature, and support the project. Thank you so much for being with us on the Starlite Show. We will see you again next time. Thank you for coming. Bye.